I will say the Thanksgiving I was at this year had really killer ham and extremely killer rolls. I put butter
Love,
on their rolls and it made them say so immaculate.
yes. I also like the potatoes.
Yep, potatoes.
like I
Potato.
will I will say yeah, I will see I will say though I kind of ended up liking the vibes of Thanksgiving. Might be because I never really had too much of a conflict with family members or any distant relatives.
Yep.
But like I'm like one of those people where like I will actually wake up fairly early to watch the Macy's parade.
Aye.
And let's just say this year at the Macy's parade, there was a lot of funny-ish moments. So
Yep.
like the big hype thing was this Luffy balloon because One Piece has just been really making a popular comeback this year thanks to its live action show.
Yep.
So Luffy had a balloon at this, and I guess it popped and the hat just flattened. So everyone was like, "Oh shoot, it's like the Barney float accident."
The bunny
Uh-oh.
float accident. Only Barney didn't take someone out. Whitey
Yeah,
Whipper!
no, wait, that was the cat in the hat that took someone out. The Barney float just died. The cat in the hat's the one that knocked the lamppost off and sent a woman into a
But
coma. No
also,
joke.
wow, that feeling when a balloon puts you in a coma.
Yeah, literally, this
I
old
just
lady.
noticed
this
this elf's name is Whitey Whimper.
Why do you whip?
Wow, perfect
Wow,
for what we're talking about.
hated him.
But like, basically, this cat in the hat balloon, it hit a lamppost and knocked an old, knocked that was an old lady. It was just knocked a woman out and sent her into a coma for I think a month.
Oh, that's awful though.
Like, imagine waking up at around Christmas going, "Yo, what happened? You were beaten up by the cat in the hat."
The cat in the
Yeah,
hat
yeah,
knows a lot about that. And by that,
Yeah.
we mean your body.
Yeah, and the most famous one that year being that frickin' Barney float just popping. Like, imagine being a little kid in like 1997, like being 3 years old in 1997, really loving Barney, and then watching the parade with your family, being happy that Barney's on screen, like, "Yeah," and then he pops and dies on you.
Yeah.
Just traumatizes you.
That freaking Barney documentary was something else, man.
Yeah, for reference, I'm kind of because I really loved I had a Barney phase when I was like 4 years old or some shit. So I had a lot of the VHS tapes of the show. So because of that, I have a lot more, I guess, nostalgic memories with the show in a way. So because of that, I sent these two here down a rabbit hole that was the Barney documentary about the hate the show got that came out on Peacock like last year.
Uh,
And I was like, because I watched it like earlier when it came out, and it was kind of a trip. Like, literally, the hate that the show got in the 90s will make the Teen Titans Go hate blush.
oh no.
Like, literally, people think Teen Titans Go or Johnny Test hates that. People were like, actually beating up Barney plushes and destroying them. College events in this one.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and a lot of the child actors on the show also, apparently got just bullied when they got off the show and went to, like, normal school.
Oh man.
Stuff like that one's kind of low to me, because I'm like, bro, it's not their fault with the scripts they were getting.
Nah.
They were like 7. They probably just did what they were told.
Yeah.
And I also heard like the Barney voice actor, who seems like a chill guy, kind of got death threats.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, it was a lot of rough stuff that happened. The one thing I took out of that was that Barney's VA actually looks like a chill guy I'd have a drink with.
Yeah.
Yeah, the VA was a really cool dude. The suit
Chill
actor,
guy.
not so much.
Suit actor was into some weird stuff, really weird stuff that was so hard to describe, and even the cast members from the show they got were having trouble describing it.
I don't know what to do about that.
It was let's just say it was called Tantra, and the way it was worded just kind of sounded like therapeutic sex with extra steps, frankly.
Yeah.
Like, he straight up sounded like a sex guru and tried saying, no, it's not all about the sex.
It's not all about the sex, but it is mostly about the sex. It sounds
Well,
like that to me.
the other cast members don't really have much to say. That doesn't. That
To be
doesn't sound-
fair, if you've seen a Barney episode like I had when I was little, most of the cast members were like 7 years old or some shit when they were on the show, so they probably didn't even know that he was doing this.
I mean, yeah. I don't think they would go around telling, "Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
guy does this for a living." What do you
I
think,
think-
kid?
I will say-
That is
I
sex.
guess on a tangent on that, at some point in my adult life, I like to go back and see what shit hold up, and I think a couple of times I've gotten bored and gone on the rabbit hole of seeing of looking back at, I guess, Barney a few times, and the one thing I noticed when looking back on the show is that a few of the child actors looked way too old to be on the show, even at the time. Like, a couple of them looked like normal elementary kids, but then you got like one or two of them that looked like they were pushing their teens.
Yep.
Like, at some points, they sound like their voices are cracking on set.
Uh-oh.
Like, bruh, they're gonna hit puberty during the show. There's gonna voice about to drop during the show.
Yes,
And then
so.
a couple of them will look almost as tall as the guy in the suit.
Oh my no.
Like, how am I supposed to... Like, I think I even kind of noticed this as a kid, but it's like, I'm like sitting there like, why the heck are you like... It's like these middle school, high school kids just sitting here to sing about shapes to the dinosaur or something.
Like how bad is your social life that you have to hang out at this daycare with this giant dinosaur?
Like, in universe, like, what is this like in universe? Like, their character in the show in universe, like, why you come in here? You get picked on at school a lot, in your own school a lot. Ironically, for probably still talking to the dinosaur. Also, the other thing I noticed was the backgrounds are like painted pictures, like obviously painted pictures. Like, the show is like this school set with like backgrounds that are paintings.
Oi.
It'd be a
They're
terrible
really
neighborhood
nice
to live in.
Yeah, they're really nice looking paintings,
What
but
the
it's still
hell
like,
is happening
whoa,
with this thing?
It's still like, oh my god, it's dancing.
It's alive!
It's like, oh my god, it was like,
You'll
it
never
was like
get
having a
me.
seizure. It was like having a seizure.
God, this thing still had some
I'm
kick
going
in
in
it.
the fire.
But yeah, like, they were really nice paintings, but I kept joking that the show is just set in a world of painted backgrounds where their whole neighborhood's a painting.
God, neighborhood's nice, but like, I went to visit my neighbors and the house was just a giant painting.
Yeah, I tried to knock on the painting, but then, like, the set fell. Like, imagine if they just try to walk home or something, but then they run into the painting and it falls over.
My house fell over.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
house turned out to be a painting. Can I stay with you for a few days?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I will say, when going down this rabbit hole of this series, I kind of learned that there is actually this, like, underground fan base for it, I guess.
Yes.
Like, I actually discovered people who make YouTube videos on it and stuff. It was often a lot of them actually look surprisingly chill and not like those freaking weird Thomas YouTubers.
Then again, can anything be weirder than a freaking Thomas YouTuber?
Yeah, I'm like the Virgin Thomas tuber, the Chad Barney tuber. Ish. Not saying all Thomas tubers are bad, but
We've
one
seen
of
some
them
characters.
let's just say I showed them dogs eating dog 6 and we went down there.
Yeah, that was a.
That was such a trip.
Like, I think I've only seen like one semi-alright Thomas YouTuber. Everyone else felt very I'm not into the show for reference. I didn't even really care for it as a kid. But when I tried to watch a few of the Thomas YouTubers, a lot of what they were ranting about to me just came off as extremely extra nitpicky.
Oi.
It was like, oh no, why aren't these trains acting realistic? Why aren't these talking trains with faces acting realistic? Why are they having cartoony movements?
Why are these trains going flying?
Yeah, it was stuff like that where I'm like, I think I actually have to be a train enthusiast to understand this.
Maybe.
Like, I think it has something the original show was like grounded in more realism.
Yeah,
Like the original show
thought.
used like actual train models.
I guess it's I will say I do kind of respect how like the early couple seasons. One thing I will give them that I do agree with them on The original seasons felt like they had more of a vibe of these like stop motion train models, and it felt more like they had more practical effects, which actually looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then they just went for bland looking CGI.
Man.
uh Meanwhile, most Barney YouTubers, like, it'll be weird because it'll be kind of funny to watch, almost unintentionally, because like a lot of them will kind of have this sort of video essay vibe. Which they have very nice voices for commentary, and they have this very comfy video essay vibe. But it'll be so funny when they're analyzing like the themes of the show, and it'll be interlaid with clips that are like and stuff like that. It's like kind of like a mood whiplash almost.
It's
Maybe.
like, here's a video essay. Oh, neat. It's about Barney. What?
Yeah, to be fair, it is honestly more analysis than I could probably get out of that show, so I kind of respect it. Like, they'll analyze, like, the characters in there. They'll analyze, like, the characters in there. And I'm like, funny, I didn't think they had that much of a personality. Like, if you tried to analyze the self-insert character in your life, it's like your avatar in itself in like an MMO for some reason. Whoa! Gotta love those explosions.
Wow. Typical Michael Bay movie.
The terrorists are attacking the North Pole.
Like,
Oh no.
I kind of really like explosion scenes. I've kind of noticed that in the last couple of years that I really like anything with an explosion. Like, explosions are funny to me. But, I can't, because my comic series is so more is a bit closer to being grounded in reality, minus a couple smaller elements I want to add in. It's hard to throw in explosion moments in my kind of series.
Man.
The worst I could do was the Sophie magic trick one.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's like the most I could do, but like, there's so much moments where I want it to be like, and then this room exploded.
Speaking of explosions.
Yeah, like, I want scenes like this to happen in Can't Buy Happiness, for example.
Well, you gotta get rid of the dynamite somehow, and there's only one trash compactor.
I feel like, imagine just blowing up Santa's workshop when he's on death row.
God, every single time that was perfectly timed.
Yes.
Well, time to get the rest of these reindeer ribs out.
Reindeer ribs.
Reindeer ribs, reindeer ribs. Gotta get them nice and toasty.
Yeah. Which is sunny because I actually really love ribs. Like, if it's not chicken for me, it's ribs when it comes to meat.
Nice.
Like, when I was a kid, the town I grew up in this very small village-like town. Called it a village. It was really just like a really small town sandwiched between bigger towns. But like, our park at this town every summer would have this rib fest where they would just serve a bunch of really good rib places.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, time to clean up the explosions.
Well.
Yeah, the explosions that you caused.
Yeah. I knew this was coming, man.
It's like a self-defeating prophecy. I'm a janitor. Blew shit up. Now I have to clean it up.
Well.
Look, I had to get rid of the dynamite one way. And the only way to get rid of trash here is throwing it into the fireplace.
You couldn't have, like, thrown it out the window or something.
I don't think it'd break these windows.
Bro, these windows are surgically stuck.
These windows can't actually open, so we've been running out of oxygen this whole time.
Honestly, you know what that background actually looks like? This is an obscure one, but this one cartoon short called Santa versus the Snowman.
I haven't heard of it.
I think it was made by, like, it was a movie or a short. It's made by, like, the Jimmy Neutron production team, though.
Ah, DNA Productions.
Yeah, it's made by them. Like, it kind of gave me those vibes with, like, how the snow was set up. Or how the background was set up.
Ah.